Wood averaged 16 points last season with Dallas. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is dedicated to empowering our communities by providing progressive talk radio for our audience. We strive to be an intersectional voice for the voiceless. As a Black-owned and operated station, we are committed to highlighting diverse perspectives and creating safe spaces for meaningful dialogue. We believe that everyone has something unique to bring to these political, economic, social, and cultural conversations, and we don't shy away from the hard conversations about current events. We endeavor to be a beacon of hope and understanding, while boldly challenging listeners to think more deeply about difficult topics that impact us all. With this in mind, our mission statement at KBLA Talk 1580 is simple: to create an inclusive platform that promotes civil discourse through honest dialogue and encourages personal growth among our listeners, so they can become the active agents of change. Our vision is to establish ourselves as the premier radio network with relevant programming across the beloved community, connecting people through shared experiences and collective power for lasting impact beyond these challenging times. Just a reminder.
KBLA, Talk 1580. What? I'm so happy to have in studio my friend. He is an artist, a spiritualist, a crystal jeweler, an herbalist. He has a certification as a yoga instructor, and he is a Dr. Goss Certified iridologist and Reiki healer. You might know him from his days at Simply Wholesome, where he was resident herbalist for 9 years. That's where he started a crystal piece. His jewelry company 7 years ago. And you see me wearing them all the time, by the way. Should have worn one today. Oh, well, I was running late, but you see me wearing them all the time. And I am so happy to invite, I forgot, he's the owner of the Zeno Sea Moss Company, MkCoi Zeno. Good morning.
Good morning, KBLA listeners. Good morning. How are you all?
Comfortable in my skin. No, it's great to see you.
I love it.
I know we're talking about herbs for healing
and being comfortable
beauty
in our skin.
And being comfortable. But we have to talk about Beyonce.
We can definitely talk about Beyonce.
Because you were at the birthday show.
I was celebrating. I was full of life. I was very happy.
I mean, look, I went Friday. I was saying that I was saying on the air, I can't afford to go. I don't think I'll go. And somebody said, yes, you can. And I said, yeah, but only if I don't buy a new couch. So there will be no couch. No couch for now. And I'm just super happy.
I mean, the old one has been working perfectly all these years. I think this is the universe saying, the old one is good.
I had an amazing time. It was so fun, so festive. And her performance was masterful. I'm not, as you know, a hardcore beehive. But I'm so glad I didn't miss that. You, on the other hand, are probably part of the beehive.
I am a chairperson of the beehive. I'm an artist, so I love to see someone expressive. I love to see someone creating things from their heart and putting out something new and something different. And that's what I like about Beyonce. Like, she's always new and different. You listen to her music, when you first hear it, you're just kind of like, I don't know, what is this? I've never heard anything like this. Do I even like it? And then you hear it for a while and you're like, oh, this is good because it's new. It's new art, and new art creates a conversation, and I love those conversations.
I know she's a Virgo who acts like a Gemini.
I know. Well, mutable signs.
Yeah, they're both
And Mercury.
ruled by Mercury.
You're
which
right.
happens to be in retrograde.
Oh,
but yeah, it was
boy.
amazing. What was? I mean, I know we don't want to spend the whole time talking about Beyonce, but
can.
But what was? Yeah, we could. But what was your highlight?
What was my highlight? My highlight was being with the people I love, and feeling safe to be myself, and feeling safe to dance and to be expressive and have like that kind of disco vibe, because I've always wished I was born in like the 60s so I could have been an adult in the 70s so I can have like the disco moment.
Right.
But I had disco moments, but I was with my good friends. I saw people out there like living their lives, being expressive, being happy. I saw a lot of regular brothers there enjoying themselves with their girls, like doing a little bit more than the two-step. And to see people free and released was amazing. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about liberating ourselves through nutrition and through high vibrational living. So let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that too. The fact that everybody was there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Everybody.
the ethnic mix was
Oh, yeah.
off the chain. I saw Asian and Arab Americans and indigenous people and Latinos and black people and white people, and everybody to me it was the best of LA when everyone's dressed up, everyone's having fun, and we know how to party over
We definitely
here.
know how to party. We
Over
know how to
here.
party.
Yeah. So liberating ourselves, maybe it's a theme of the day through wellness. We had the Crenshaw Juice Company on for our Wealth Building Wednesday. And, we may think of you as, an amazing makeup artist, a jewelry designer, a yoga teacher, but you are actually an accomplished herbalist.
Yes, I am. A true Renaissance man. I was so divinely put in the right space when I moved to LA. I met the people of Simply Wholesome, wonderful people, Purcell Keeling and April Sims, and they became really good friends. And at some point, I was just going to Simply Wholesome so much because I was doing my research about herbs because I wanted to learn how to heal myself and my family and my community. For me, I didn't really intend on working there. And we had a connection, and somehow our relationship grew, and I got a job there. I was a resident herbalist and kind of store manager for 9 years. And in that time, I watched people develop and grow and heal through the use of plant-based nutrition and herbs and supplements. And just to see people change their own lives, by making simple changes was life-changing for me, and I can truly attest to the power of herbs and plants.
Yeah, I mean, I have Dr. Goss's little thin book. You know that. Whenever something's wrong with me, I'll either call you, I'll look in the book, or both. I'll try that, and if that doesn't work, then I go to the doctor.
The Natural Way.
Right.
Yeah, the Natural Way book. Even that book, right? And that's what we love about natural foods and herbs and stuff. It's simple. You pull out that book, you take some herbs, you be consistent, you shift your lifestyle a little bit, you're giving your body the energy to heal. And it's great to have these kind of resources created by like Black herbalists and people who look like us.
Well, yeah, and I also think there's a generational thing. I always hear people idolizing, because of Nipsey Hussle, people idolize Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, those of you who've been with me for a minute know me and Dr. Sebi used to box all the time because I didn't agree with him about everything. Of course, he had a lot of knowledge, but,
He's my birthday twin.
Oh, really? Interesting. So that's why that Sagittarius energy.
Yeah.
But, and that's all well and good. And most of us idolize Dr. Goss, and he made his transition recently.
He did.
Who are the new generation of natural healers and herbalists? And you're in that generation. And it's nice that knowledge has been passed down to you directly from the Dr. Gosses of the world.
Yes. And I'm grateful. I had a chance to go with Dr. Goss to his property in Arizona called Eden and learn iridology and herbs from him. He was a true Aquarius, very unconventional and non-linear in the way he talked.
I'll say. Sometimes I would be interviewing him and I'd be lost. But I knew that it wasn't because it was my fault, not his fault. He was too smart for me, I think.
Right. But sometimes I would think he would do that on purpose, because I think his whole thing was to get so many brain neurons firing at once to where things started linking up. You're like, wait, I'm over here, now I'm over here, now I'm over here. Wait, it all came together.
Oh, thank you, Yoda. Yeah. But still, I mean, this is, I think, one of the things we talk about, we worry about, is that our generational knowledge disappears. And really, I think it's just because we're not up on it. Like, folks are busy, as they should be, mourning Dr. Sebi and not saying, hey, who can I call right now?
Right.
Dr. Sharita, MkCoi Zeno,
Doc Queen Afua, she's currently doing a lot of great work with women. And also just, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, but more so than anything, it's about finding, it's going to people, hearing what you need to hear, pulling out what resonates with your spirit, and then creating something for yourself.
Right. I mean, I would feel like you would need to be kind of careful on, in fact, I'll ask you that when we come forward. Like, how do you sort the phonies from the scholars in the social media space when it comes to herbs? Because you can surely end up messed up if you're not careful.
Yeah, I brought my books with me. I would always say get books.
Get books. We'll talk about which books and which herbs for health and beauty, plus the secrets of sea moss when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
Say the quiet part out loud. KBLA Talk 1580.
Are you a small business owner? If so, you know that taxes can be a daunting task. But don't worry, you're not alone. At Wealth Management Financial Advisors, they specialize in helping small businesses with their taxes. They have the experience and expertise to help you file your taxes correctly and on time so you can focus on growing your business. They also offer a variety of tax planning services to help you save money on your taxes. Visit their website or call them today to learn more at wealthmanagementlb.com. or 562-427-8877, 562-427-8877, or wealthmanagementlb.com.
When you're young, life is full of choices. Don't let opioids like highly addictive and deadly fentanyl take away your life with just one wrong pill. Addiction is a disease that can affect anyone at any age. But there is a choice to get help for this disease. Find medically proven treatment options, including virtual, at choosemat.org.
You can do it all by yourself, baby girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink.
Spilled your drink? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading ordinary brand. So you can get back to your night. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Labor Day savings are here at Lowe's. Get up to an additional $1,500 off select major kitchen appliances. And save $100 off select laundry pairs, priced $1,396 or more. Plus, make your big purchases easy with Lowe's Pay, our new flexible buy now, pay later payment option. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 9/6. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details. Subject to credit approval.
Thanks for waking up with Dominique DePrima on KBLA Talk 1580.
We are talking with the owner of the Zeno Sea Moss Company, herbalist MkCoi Zeno. So, talk to me. You said you've seen people transform their lives.
I have.
Talk to me about that.
It's emotional to watch. So I'll tell a short story. So I was at work at Simply Wholesome. Maybe this was like year 5. And a lady walks in, and she has these really pretty bright brown eyes. She's chocolate brown skin. Her skin is just beautiful. And she's looking at me. She has this smirk on her face. And at this time, I'm at work. So I'm just kind of like, okay, lady, what do you need? Like, do you need some juice? You need some water, like herbs? Like, what you need? And she's just kind of looking at me, and she's smiling. And then I started feeling a like tingly feeling, and I'm like, I'm like, hey, how are you? How can I help you? And she's like, okay, obviously you don't remember me, but I came to you 2 years ago and I had cancer. And now, mind you, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just my testimony, what I've seen happen. And she's like, I was in a really dark place and I came and she said, you whipped around and you pulled all these herbs and you were really firm with me about what I had to do. And she said, I stuck to it for 1.5 years. And she said, and she's like, and she just smiled. And I was kind of like awestruck. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, because she's looking good. And I'm like, so, well, what about the cancer? And she's like, what cancer? And it was a life-changing moment for me. And that happened a couple of times. And then I got used to it. I'm like, okay, if somebody's looking at me with this smirk, then we've met years ago because they had like some sort of colon issue or some sort of digestive issue, and they feel a lot better now and they come in to say thank you. But that was like one of the biggest testimonies. And like I seen it and I saw the lady and it was unsolicited and she came all the way back just to say thank you. And I would assume she's still doing well,
Well, I mean, and the thing about it, I remember Dr. Sebi used to get in trouble about that because he would always say, I can cure cancer, I can cure AIDS, I can cure. But the thing about it, for any herbal regimen, you got to do the work.
It's
right?
major work. Yeah, it's major work. With things like cancer and really chronic diseases, particularly cancer, like, it's a buildup of toxicity throughout the blood, throughout the organs, throughout the whole body. And so what she had to undergo was literally cleaning her kidneys, her liver, her colon, her liver and her spleen, the CKLS moment. From Dr. Goss.
For those who don't know, CKLS is an herbal formula.
Iconic.
Meant to clean you out.
Everything is coming out. Everything, the kitchen sink, things that have been sitting there for 30 years is coming out with CKLS. You can pick it up at Simply Wholesome and at New Earth in Compton.
Right, and you probably have to go ask for it at Simply Wholesome because they keep it behind the counter like some certain...
Lock and key.
Yeah.
Yeah, lock and key.
Because it's that popular.
It is. And I've seen CKLS keep the whole community alive. There's so many people who used to, like, right after holidays where people eat funny, like 4th of July and Christmas, there's this big surge of CKLS people because they're like, I need to clean myself out. And it does it,
Okay. It sounds like a low-key a form of, bulimia or something.
Yeah, no,
okay.
But I've seen it help and keep people healthier because imagine you eat all these toxic things, you drink all this stuff, and you're like, I need to get this out quickly. CKLS stimulates the colon, kidney, liver, and spleen. And so basically all your eliminatory organs, internal eliminatory organs, not because your skin is the largest organ and a large eliminatory organ, well, all your internal eliminatory organs, they all dump. And so all the enzymes, all the juices, all the acids start burning everything up, processing as much as possible and dumping them all out at one time.
So what do you see as the game changers? I see you got notes there.
You see my notes?
Yeah.
Everybody is unique. And that's what I learned while working with herbs and while working with people is that we all have different needs. We all have different weaknesses in our bodies. And kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier, like how do you know a hack and how do you know a real herbalist? It comes through intuition. And the cleaner you are, the better your intuition, but also know if someone is speaking to your condition and speaking to your body, you will know it. And so game changers, there aren't any like big ones. Sea Moss is really great. MkCoi Zeno Wellness Sea Moss is fantastic. It's one of the best sellers here in LA. And it's a great overall full body kind of thing. We could talk about it later. But I think day to day, the game changing is drinking your water, minding your business, eating fruits and vegetables every day. There's a general ratio in the herbal world that we give people for optimal health, and it's 70% plant-based, and then 30% is free and clear. Now, the better you make that 30%, the better your health is going to be. So you have 70% plants. So with that, you can have like salads with your lunch, fruit smoothies for breakfast, juicing, veggie burgers.
You're a vegan.
I am plant-based vegan. Yeah, I am.
I mean, and one of the reasons I point that out is because you're giving this advice, but also because you're a strapping brother.
I am.
Right. And people think that vegans are all like these skinny waif, like,
Baby, let me tell you, I eat so well as a vegan. I haven't yet to disappear. It's been 15 years as a vegan, and I am standing here at 260, 6'2", healthy, vibrant, fully mineralized, like feeling great. Like, you know, like there's no deficiencies.
What is fully mineralized mean? Oh, no deficiencies.
There's no deficiencies. Like, there's no deficiencies. So I would say game changing, right? If we have to throw something out, if we're talking about overall health, game changing, spirulina, chlorella, anything deep, dark, and green is really great for you. Liquid chlorophyll is a great thing to add to your water. These will purify your blood, strengthen your blood, high in iron, energizes your body to kind of get the work done. Those kind of items also help with kidney health. Your kidneys are filters, getting stuff out. So it's like putting minerals in, taking bad stuff out. Also, it has the capacity to capture radioactive material. And this is scientific.
We're talking about liquid chlorophyll.
Liquid chlorophyll. And now, mind you, chlorophyll is any dark green element from any dark green plant. Spirulina is a sea vegetable, has a stronger concentration of chlorophyll, is much darker, but liquid chlorophyll is a quick, simple, and effective way for anyone to be healthier. My new one is beet powder or beet juice. Also high in iron, great for your heart, your cardiovascular system, reduces inflammation throughout the body. And you'll notice when you drink a lot of beets or eat a lot of beet products, it'll come out the other side also red. So do not be alarmed. But those are phytonutrients. All these are, we're all talking about like these bright colors. These things are what radiate through your cells. So when you see all these bright colors and these vibrant colors, and even if they're coming out through the other side, your insides are being, in a sense, dyed, right, by these nutrients, these colors, and these colors, represent, health and vitality. And that's where like the minerals are, that's where the vitamins are, that's where the enzymes are. And so like, that's why in general, like even when picking fruit, the brighter the color, the darker the color, you can kind of tell like a healthy fruit by the coloring. And so with beet powder, it's a red. So you have your reds, your oranges, your reds, greens, orange, purples, white, like the cauliflower. You have different spectrums of foods and plants, and each spectrum has its own benefit. And I will say this now, there's no such thing as a better herb or plant than another, period. There's no better, taking this is not better than taking that.
So you don't believe in the idea of superfoods?
I do, but I think, touche. There are superfoods. And superfoods, like I just described some superfoods, but I'm saying that in a sense that like you can take a bunch of superfoods and still eat garbage and still not be healthy.
Yep.
A
lot of us do it.
Yeah, a lot of us do it. It's, and we think because it's a superfood is going to like counterbalance the super low vibrational foods. What I'm saying is eating romaine lettuce and tomatoes without taking superfoods is way more potent than eating like some charred barbecued ribs and like I don't want to call anybody out, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, you're talking about eating what you call low vibrational foods,
right? And
then just throwing in some
some quick fix.
But I had some moringa.
Right,
so now I'm all good.
Right.
No, you just had fast food with moringa.
Fast food with moringa.
Moringa is not going to magically transform fast food into nutrients. Do you think a lot of us are? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
You just called out a good one. Moringa is another major superfood. Moringa, it's an overall body tonic. Like when your body needs something, moringa can go wherever it needs to go and supplement the body. You talk about energizing the heel, energizing to create stronger organs. Moringa is kind of one of those girls. It can get in there and wherever your body's efficient, kind of like sea moss, kind of like, spirulina is one of those like major superfoods that really like sends a healthy diet into another stratosphere. Because this is what this is basically what I was trying to say. If you have a basic healthy diet, right, 70% vegetables and plants and fruits and nuts and seeds and grains and quinoa, all this good stuff, that 30%, it can be Beyond Meat, it can be turkey, it could be salmon, it could be You can put, you can make it as healthy and as whatever, but the baseline is you have to eat fruits and vegetables all day long, every day. You have to drink pure water every day, all day long, Right.
It's not have a salad once a week and call it a day, or have a carrot in the morning and now you've done your vegetables.
No.
It is a constant, because it not just because, they're so-called healthy or you're going to lose weight, but because of the nutritional impact, right?
Yeah, the nutritional, exactly. And, your body can do, any kind of healing, any kind of achievement that you want to do, your body can do along with the energy, but you get your energy from the things you consume. And so what we're talking about today is consuming better foods to have better energy to live a better life. Right.
When we talk about what is going on right now, when we talk about herbs, I don't want to skip over sea moss. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk more about it after news, traffic, and sports. But before we go into that, tell me what sea moss is.
Okay, so sea moss. So shout out to Dr. Sebi, my birthday twin. I'm forever grateful to him, because without Dr. Sebi, sea moss will probably still be some obscure sea vegetable that only people in the islands and select coastal territories take. Sea moss basically is sea algae. Seaweed in a sense, right? There's sea algae all over the ocean. There's debate about who has the best sea moss and where the best sea moss comes from.
In terms of countries, not
country and
right?
regions. It's a country and regions. But basically, sea moss is a sea vegetable. The beautiful thing about the sea is that all the minerals are just floating around in the water. So when you think about how pink salt, have you ever heard of people adding it to water?
Yeah.
And to mineralize the water, to energize the water, electrolytes. Mm-hmm. So sea moss has all those minerals in it. It grows in that mineral-rich environment in sea water. So it's pulling minerals out of the sea, the top minerals, particularly iodine, iron. It has a great concentration. It's pretty good on protein, but it really helps to lubricate the internal organs, help toxicity slide out, remineralize the body, and it's great for lung health, which is why it was so big during COVID, because it has potassium chloride, which is a type of it's a purifying element, and what happens is it goes in and it's basically kind of like cleansing your lungs, because chloride is chloride, it's acid, it's a cleansing thing, kind of like chlorine. And so your lungs, you'll feel kind of open up and you'll feel things kind of slide out. I've seen so many wonderful, I've had so many wonderful testimonies for sea moss. So basically it's just a sea algae. It's just one of many things that on God's beautiful green and blue earth with brown hills that we have to fortify our bodies. It's just one of many things.
It's time for news, traffic, and sports. Okay. I said secrets of sea moss, and there's a few secrets that I would like you to share when we come forward.
I don't
it's
know.
trendy.
They're secrets.
Okay, well, maybe one?
Okay.
KBLA Talk 1580.
More of First Things First with Dominique DePrima when we come forward.
I'm Mike Moore. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network. A member of the Tennessee Three is running for Senate. Tennessee State Representative Gloria Johnson announced she's launching a bid to unseat Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn in 2024. Johnson, a Democrat, gained national attention after she joined African-American state representatives Justin Pearson and Justin Jones to protest gun violence on the floor of the Tennessee State House. Narcan will be available over the counter starting this week at major retailers including Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid. The nasal spray can be used to help people suffering from an opioid overdose and requires no training to use. A box contains 2 doses and sells for $45. CVS is a proud founding partner of the Black Information Network. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Moore from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Right now at Lowe's, buy one, get one 50% off on select interior and exterior paints and exterior stains via Lowe's gift card rebate. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 9/6. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details. While supplies last.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
I'm a bad man.
A major upset in the U.S. Open tennis tournament, unseeded Ben Shelton, a 20-year-old brother from Atlanta, took out Francis Tiafoe in straight sets in the quarterfinals. Tiafoe is ranked 10th in the world and was the number 6 seed. Tuesday's match was the first time two African Americans met in the U.S. Open quarterfinals. Shelton moves on to Friday's semifinals. He'll face Novak Djokovic of Serbia. The first AP Top 25 college football rankings are out. 2-0 USC is number 6. Colorado checks in at number 22. First time for Colorado in the top 25 since 2020. The Lakers added some size to their bench. They signed 6'10" veteran Christian Wood to a 2-year deal. Wood averaged 16 points last season with Dallas. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi, it's Tavis Smiley. KBLA Talk 1580 is inviting you to join us on Saturday, September 16th, 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. for our very first economic empowerment event for the community. This event is free and is powered by Caltrans. We're doing this in association with Rambo House, and here's Rambo to tell you more.
Contracts. I'm going to say it again for all of us small business owners out there. Contracts. Rambo House, KBLA, Tavis, me. Oh my God, this is going to be massive. I truly thank Caltrans for giving us the opportunity to focus on contracts. Listen, that's what it's all about to be a small business in LA. That's how we hire our own. That's how we expand our community is contracts. KBLA1580.com is for you to have a seat at our contracts-focused event. Contract Ready does it again. We had over 900 last time. So you guys know how exciting this is. And if you just think that you want to get into contracts and you're close to it, bring your friends out for September 16th at the Marriott Hotel. Listen, you know where to register. KBLA1580.com. Come see me. I can't wait to see you. Let's do it, Tavis.
So be sure to go to KBLA1580.com for all the details. We'll see you Saturday, September 16th.
I don't have time for a cold.
Honey.
You
need DayQuil Severe Honey flavor.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honey-licious taste. Because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe Honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honey-licious. Power through your day, medicine.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. In addition to everything else going on, they have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters, and that's why it's so important to hire someone that has those skills.
1455 Frazee Road, Suite 1050, San Diego, California, 92108. CordellCordell.com.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Maisha Cairo here with a quick recap from my time at JP Morgan Chase's Advancing Black Wealth Tour. There were speakers Ian Dunlap, Damon John, Lynn Richardson, MC Light, Don Kennedy, to name a few. Take a listen to what Justin Grant, Community Development Lead at Chase's Advancing Black Pathway, let's see what he had to say.
So I'm Justin Grant. I lead Community Development and National Partnerships for JP Morgan Chase's Advancing Black Pathway strategy. And so we're focused on strengthening the economic foundation of Black communities, and we're making targeted investments in programs like the Advancing Black Wealth Tour to help us get our tools and resources out to the community to drive sustained impact over time.
So when it comes to Black and brown people, it sounds like Chase is making it their personal responsibility, not only to facilitate these events, but to educate and provide resources. So Mr. Grant, I have to ask, what does wealth building look like for the individual?
It's home ownership, it's having that freedom to be able to start your own business and create jobs in your community, and it's having that long-term plan towards retirement, having that vision for what you want your life to be, and you have the resources to actually live it.
I'm Maisha Cairo. Thanks for sticking around. That was my recap from Chase's Advancing Black Wealth Tour. First stop was here in LA, and they're taking it national.
This is KBLA Talk 1580, where everybody is somebody and nobody is a stranger. You belong here.
And that's why I needed to go to Beyonce to refresh my energy. But anyway, we'll do another show on Beyonce another day.
Okay.
So I promised secrets of sea moss. What do I have to do to get them out of you, MkCoi Zeno?
Okay, here is the secret. So, sea moss not only can be taken internally, externally, it is the holy grail of beauty items.
Yay!
Yes. Is it an overstatement? Not at all. Let me explain. So, one of my good friends that works at Simply Wholesome, her name is Mariana. She's the store manager. When I first started creating sea moss, I knew you can use it topically, but I never would. Just because I'm kind of a snob when it comes to skincare. I only use like the good stuff.
Yeah, I know you got me on that.
Yeah, the good stuff. But she was coming in and her skin was all like mirrory and shiny and glowy and stuff. And I'm like, okay. And she walks up to me. She's like, you can use this on your skin, right? She's like, I put it on at night. And I just like let it sit on. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. And I'm looking at her and I notice skin. Like, I'm a makeup artist. That was my first profession. I do beauty. I see beauty everywhere. As an artist, this is what I do. And so I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, it is working. You looking good. And so I started doing the mask on myself. Skin started looking beautiful. And I started using it in my hair as a hair gel and as a conditioner and as a leave-in and as a mask. Then when I started putting that on social media, then the girls started using it, and then it kind of got crazy. Like, girls were using it as hair gel. The hair was growing and stronger. Now my new secret, I'm mixing it with coconut oil or grapeseed oil, and I'm using all over my body, because if you put it on your skin, it's going to dry, kind of flaky, kind of hard.
Yeah, it does.
But if you mix it with something creamy and oily, it doesn't flake at all, and it just absorbs right into your skin. Your skin being the largest eliminatory and just the largest organ of the body. Imagine covering yourself in sea moss. So minerals, vitamins, protein, aminos, all this clean energy going right into your body from all over, from your crown to for your feet. With that being said, I do have this wonderful sea moss soap. It's a natural soap, and it has a whole heap of sea moss in it. Like, it's so buttery and lathery. Have you tried it?
Of course.
I know. Look, see how it's a little setup.
Of course. I think I tried it this morning again for the millionth time.
You look good.
Yeah. So it's
topical.
It's mixed into the soap.
It's mixed into the soap, and the soap is head to toe, so you can use it as a shampoo. It's the
that I haven't tried yet.
Yeah. It's really nice. I mean, I put my foot in it. Let me just say,
So, I mean, this is great news, because your skin can absorb some of those minerals and nutrients, as well as just looking more beautiful. But in your hair?
In your hair.
I don't remember you telling me to do that.
Yeah. So you know how you like if you want for instance, so you have options. You can, let's say, ladies, you have your braids in from weeks or months. Your hair just feels real nasty. You just stick it down. You also, if you have old sea moss at the house and you don't quite know what to do with it, maybe it's a little moldy, use it topically. So
really?
Yeah, because I mean, you're not ingesting it. You can put it in your hair, you can put it on your body. Like, one thing I love to do, because I be having so much sea moss around the house.
Yeah, well, you have a sea moss company.
Yeah, baby, I be pouring it in the bath water, and then while I'm in the bath, I get my exfoliating gloves, and I'll dip my hand in, and I'll scrub my body with a sea moss scrubby hand.
Right.
And you see my skin.
Yeah, if you're not on YouTube, jump on now, because glowy skin, 4 days.
Head to toe, baby. And so I'll scrub myself down with the sea moss and take the sea moss bath. And then when I get out, I'll mix it with the oil and use it as a body moisturizer. It's great for tanning. Like, if you're out tanning.
What?
Yeah,
I got a lot of secrets today.
You opened the Pandora's box. You cracked the vault. The secrets are out.
So how do you use it for tanning?
Kind of similar. So the thing about the sun, controversial, but the sun to me is good for you. I love it.
Vitamin D.
Also information. Like, all those plants we were talking about, they grow under the sun. Photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is where photosynthesis takes place in a plant. I'm doing a Dr. Goss thing. You see that link up?
Yeah. Keep up.
Yeah. But for tanning, basically, when you're in the sun, what I found, my opinion is, if your skin is an organ. It's an eliminatory organ as well. If you have toxicity of the body, it's going to be coming through your skin. The sun draws out information of the body. So if something comes out of your skin because of the sun, is because there's something in your body that's being irradiated by the sun. It's not the sun causing it. It's the toxicity of your body. So when tanning, if you want to avoid burning, a burn is basically dehydrated skin. The sea moss gel I make is mostly water with sea moss in it. And so by putting it on your body while tanning, you're rehydrating your skin and you're covering it in minerals. So your skin is supplemented in the sun. Put a little oil on top to lock in the hydration. You're good. You're good. And you're going to get this beautiful, even tan. Your skin is going to be less likely to burn. And I actually have a client out in the Valley. She's one of my most loyal clients. She uses for her son, but she had a sunburn because she went off on vacation, and she has some old sea moss. I was telling her she could use it topically, and she called me. She was like, "This stuff is amazing. I was burned. Usually I have to peel, I have to do all this stuff." She's like, "I just put it on, and the redness was gone, and I didn't even have to peel, and my tan is coming through." And so it's gonna make your skin healthier, and a healthier body heals better. A healthier body responds to trauma better. A healthier body is a healthier body. It can do whatever it needs to do. We're talking about giving your body the energy it needs to heal.
I'm so bad. But when you said that, I thought about LL Cool J and his amazing body
that healthy body
that I saw on stage on Sunday night, because it was inspiring to me. I was like, oh yeah, those of us who are chronologically gifted need to hit the gym, need to hit the sea moss, need to hit the herbs, need to drink our water, like you said, because every dress or every outfit looks better on a healthy body.
It does. And it does. And seeing Beyonce this weekend made me realize that I've ran 3 marathons and did 4 10Ks, and it's time to start running again. It's time to get healthier again.
Right.
Because she's up there. She has 3 kids, a husband. She's a superstar, and she's still managing to pull it together.
She's running a whole company.
A whole company. Did you? Okay.
40 is the new whatever. If you're Beyonce.
Let's get back on track with the herbs.
Back to the
herbs. We can do it.
Yeah, I know. We can veer. We can veer. But I think when we come forward, I want to ask you about this idea of trendy herbs and supplements, right? Because sea moss is all the rage. I think it got a big lift during COVID. I remember, for a while everyone was talking about moringa. They're off it, but moringa is still good for you. So sorting out, just like you said, how you sort out the influencers from the BSers. How do we sort out the superfoods from the super hype? That's next on KBLA Talk 1580.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominic DePrima when we come forward.
KBLA Talk 1580. I'm Dominic DePrima, and there are so many reasons to take out a small business loan. Set yourself up for long-term success with access to credit for operating expenses, equipment, and technology, leasing or financing, and more. Although the process may seem daunting, your U.S. Bank Business Access Advisor can guide you through that process. Whatever your financial goals, U.S. Bank Access Commitment can help support you in reaching them. Access your financial goals at usbank.com/access. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Roll Charmin Ultra Strong when you drop in the beat. It cleans with way less effort on your seat. Yeah, roll it, drop it. Yeah, roll it, drop it. Charmin flows extra strong from the road. Your butt hella clean while you're sitting on the bowl. Yeah, it's all you need for that bathroom groove. Get you in and out without nothing to prove.
Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing?
How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. The Center for the Pacific Asian Family was founded to help address domestic violence and sexual assault in the Asian and the Pacific Islander communities. The Center for the Pacific Asian Family's mission is to build healthy and safe communities by addressing the root causes and consequences of family violence and violence against women. They are committed to meeting the specific cultural and language needs of the Asian and Pacific Islander women and their families. CPAF's vision is of an Asian and Pacific Islander community that embraces healthy relationships and works in partnership with other communities to eradicate all forms of violence. To access services, volunteer, or for more info, visit nurturingchange.org. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe everyone deserves to be safe. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Broadcasting live from Leimert Park, USA. Welcome back to your home for unapologetically progressive radio. KBLA Talk 1580.
McCoy Zeno wears a lot of hats. He's an herbalist. He's also the owner of the Zeno Sea Moss Company. And, you know, a makeup artist, so many other things, a certified yoga teacher, Reiki healer, iridologist. But things are trendy in the healthcare, in the health and wellness space. I have gotten caught up too. This month it's spirulina, next month it's yoga, now it's sound baths at the moment. Sea moss is all the rage. It's always this cleanse and that cleanse. So
Detox.
the detox. How do we know like what's a trend and what's trash?
So we're talking about earlier, I highly suggest anyone that's interested in their own health, get a book. Dr. Goss has books. Dick Gregory, Layla Africa, African Holistic Health. I have it with me right now. Queen Afua has books for women, and also she has a men's book. George Washington Carver's, I think The Man Who Talked to Plants.
Oh, I haven't read that.
It's a quick read. It's kind of like a mini autobiography. Biography. Kind of tells his general story. But get books. Get references for herbs. Get reference manuals. You need one per household. Everybody needs a reference manual. And that way, when you see these trendy detoxes, you look at the label and you see what's in it.
Yeah.
Simple. And you can say like, okay, it has chickweed, aloe vera, golden seal, XYZ. You go on your little book, you look those things up, and you say, okay, I see how that works.
Right.
You know, and that's really, to me, the most effective way. Get a reference book. My favorites are by Dr. Goss because they're so simple but concise. The Rebirth, he got on me last time when he was alive because I said The Rebirth of the Gods, but the book is called The Rebirth of Gods by Dr. Paul Goss. To me, it's his shining star. It's one of the best books for just overall health and learning your body. And then Dr. Layla African Holistic Health by Layla Africa.
I haven't read that one either. Okay, now I have.
I'm showing them on the YouTube
my
channel.
Late summer reading list.
Yeah, and you know the cool thing about reference books, you don't have to read them front to back.
Right.
You jump around.
You look stuff up.
You look stuff up. Like you say, my blood, like, you know. So you can say like, I'm feeling like low energy. You start looking up energizing herbs.
Yeah.
Then you take them and see how you feel.
But you got to take. You can't take it once. You have to keep taking it.
Yeah, take them every. Yeah. It's
not aspirin.
It's diet. No, it's not. They're not drugs. These are foods. You take foods. Foods are a continuum. You know, it's how you energize your life. It's how you energize your body. And if you have weaknesses, you have to supplement them. But going back to detox, so you always hear this thing like people are like, I need to detox. I need to do. So when I worked at a health food store, if you wanted to turn me off, the quickest way was say, I need to do a 2-day detox. And then the best follow up was this. I want to get everything out.
Ew.
In 2 days. I want to get everything out. And in my head, I'm like, 50 years of eating everything, and you think you can take two capsules
for 2 days.
For 2 days, and it's all coming out. That ain't the way it works, sister. It ain't the way it works. So I think when you're looking out into the world, I think look for authenticity, and also look at someone who is talking to you as if it's conversational. They're not really selling you, because anyone who's truly healthy, their needs are being met by the planet already. So they're not really trying to hard sell you. They're trying to communicate a gift that they've been already given to you. But if someone is like, this is the only one that's real, this next one ain't it, and this is the best one, that probably is not going to be the best product. But if someone is like passionate and loving, go watch Queen Afua on the Breakfast Club, her interviews. This lady is so charismatic, and she's drawing you in, and you want to be healthier listening to Queen Afua. Ladies, particularly, if you have some internal things where you feel like some sort of trauma, you feel some sort of like, you feel like you need to recenter yourself as a woman, Queen Afua is the lady. I've never met the lady.
I have, yeah.
I love her because I can, as a healer, I see what she does.
When I used to do this health expo that you might have heard of.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, so time flies when you're on the radio.
Oh, man.
When we come forward, I'm going to ask you to leave us. I know, not quite.
Okay.
I'm passing you the mic when we continue on KBLA Talk 1580.
Oh.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominic DePrima when we come forward.
The Black Hollywood Education and Resource Center proudly presents its 25th annual Real Black Men Short Film Showcase, September 22nd through September 24th. Join us for the opening night celebration on Friday, September 22nd, and enjoy the short film showcase featuring 47 films by emerging black male directors from across the country. Continuing on Saturday, September 23rd and Sunday, September 24th. All events will be held at the Regal LA Live Cinemas, 1000 West Olympic Boulevard in downtown Los Angeles. For more information and tickets, visit bherc.org. That's bherc.org or call 323-957-4656. That's 323-957-4656. Don't miss your chance to celebrate excellence in black cinema all weekend long at the Real Black Men Short Film Showcase. See you there. For all of us, this generation and the next, there is simply no place in our lives for litter. And yet, it's everywhere we look. And unfortunately, it does belong to all of us. So, let's come together and create a litter-free, clean California, once and for all. Remember to properly dispose of your trash and recycling. Secure truckloads with tarps to keep debris from flying out. Clean out your car when you're at a gas station. Take pride in your community by organizing a cleanup event or join a cleanup event near you. Zero litter is the goal. Join us at cleanca.com. That's cleanca.com. Let's do it together. Brought to you by Caltrans. cleanca.com.
Broadcasting live from Leimert Park, USA. Welcome back to your home for unapologetically progressive radio, KBLA Talk 1580.
Welcome back indeed. Not too long before we pass the mic to Tavis Smiley. And don't forget, you can find all the secrets that we've talked about and more, including the products, at MkCoi Zeno Wellness. That's MkCoi Zeno Wellness. That's on Instagram. Also
on Facebook. And also on Facebook.
On Facebook, too. And a crystal piece like, world peace. A crystal piece is where you can find the beautiful jewelry.
Healing from the inside and out. Having healing things on you, healing things in you, healing things around you, healing things within you. It's like a beautiful world. Thank you.
All right, we got a few minutes here before we before Tavis enters the building.
Tavis.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you want to leave us with today?
I really want to say thank you to you for creating this, for creating this platform, for having me on, and for being progressive, and for being an advocate for health and being an advocate for the community for so long. I want to thank Simply Wholesome, Dr. Goss, Dick Gregory, Layla Africa, Queen Afua, George Washington Carver, and also every herbalist who really is out there doing the work. If I can leave everyone with anything, just drink more water, mind your business, eat your fruits and vegetables, and know that the planet, we are of this planet, we are created in this planet, and so everything we need comes from this planet. A short story, when I was very young, I was playing out in a yard, and I got a message from the divine. I was like 4, and I looked around, and I didn't see anything sick, and I heard in somewhere, I don't know, it's my spirit, my ear, that nature isn't sick, so there's no reason why we have to be sick. And I always remembered that. And so when growing up, that's what led me here as to be a herbalist, because I would see people who were sick and it never made sense to me. But nature told me when I was young. I was in my Margaret Zeno's yard. It's amazing
that you remember that.
Yeah. I was in my grandmother's yard, Margaret Zeno. I was in Crawley, Louisiana, and I was like 4, and I was in a yard, and I was looking around, and to be transparent, AIDS had just kind of came out. I was born in the 80s. And I remember hearing AIDS. I thought they were saying eggs, but I remember people were dying. And I was processing it as a child, as a baby, like whatever I was hearing, because I was really curious. But I remember just kind of looking out into the world, and I'm like, well, how come the grass isn't sick? The birds aren't sick. Frogs aren't sick. Like, everything seems pretty healthy out here. And I heard it in my heart that, the planet can heal you, or like the words, they really weren't words, and I was 4, so I don't know, but right. I just remember always remembering like, you don't have to be sick, like the planet takes care of you.
That's amazing, you having an epiphany like that at the age of 4.
It guided my whole life.
Well, I'm glad that you follow through on that. We are all benefiting from it. You can find the MkCoi Zeno wellness brand of sea moss
and soap
on Instagram at Simply Wholesome.
And also at New Earth in Compton. I do send the soap. I do not send the gel via mail. Also, you can find the jewelry also at Simply Wholesome, the crystal jewelry for,
Or just watch me on YouTube, because I'd be wearing it.
Yeah. Dominique is like the best customer.
McCoy, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
It was great talking with you.
God bless you all.
And as you know, the mayor of the city of Los Angeles will be in studio with me tomorrow. Mornings with the mayor tomorrow, last hour of the show, actually last half hour of the show, I believe. And look forward to that. Hope you'll join me. History's now. We're making it together. Until tomorrow, be safe, be well, be creative. One love.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm on the floor of the Tennessee State House. Narcan will be available over the counter starting this week.